Okay, let's go ahead and get things underway. I'm going to go ahead and move us over to here first and give Spotify most of the rest of the stream off. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Show It. We're going to be watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine tonight. My favorite episode of the show, which I've never seen. Wrap your head around that one. But before we get underway, there's something that I need to do. Well, there's two things I need to do. The first, there's my trouble tattoo, guys. The light is a bit weird, but there we go. There is the trouble tattoo. All right. And speaking of trouble, we are going to have to give Trouble some treats because she's right here looking at me like I owe her something. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Give me a moment. Okay, let's go ahead and see how this goes. There's one, two. Hey, there's still more up here, asshole. Come on. Come on. Do you want them or not? Come on. You're getting on camera if you want these. Come on. Trouble, do you want them or not? Come on. Trouble, come on. Yeah, see, we got several more. This cat is going to be the death of me. Okay, come on. Trouble, I'm not throwing these to you. Come on, come on. You want them or not? Come on. No, you got to come up here for him. Come on. No, come on. Come up here. Wow, she's being really stubborn. Are you coming up or not? Okay, if you don't want these, I'm going to put them away. Do you not want your treats? Hmm? Come on. Come on, do you want them or not? You got to come up here and get them. I do not know why she's being such a butt right now. All right. Okay. I guess she doesn't want them enough, so I am going to go ahead and put them away. If she's not going to come up here and eat them on camera, she only gets what she eats on camera. So sorry, Trouble. I'm putting them. You're getting one more chance if you want them. Come on. Come on, baby. You want them? You got to come up here. Come on. Come on. Do you want them or not? Come on. There we go. One. And there's the other. All right. Now get out of here, you little butt. Oh my God. What a little pain she was. It's like she was being a pain about me giving her treats. That is weird. Weird little kitty. But, you know, I just got her tattooed on my arm. So, all right. So here we are. We are on the overlay. Let me go ahead and take a second because I have not had the opportunity to put the chat in. So give me just a moment to do that. Let me work a little technical magic here. And boom. There it is. There it is. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Anyways, welcome to Show It. We're going to be watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the episode In the Pale Moonlight, which I have never seen, and which is my favorite episode of the show. Go figure on that one. All right. Let me see what you guys have been saying. CG Anime Fan, how you doing? Let's see. I hear Captain Kirk and Captain Picard get talked about a lot, and I've heard about Captain Janeway. However, I rarely hear Captain Sisko get brought up, so I don't know if he's popular or not. He's definitely popular among DS9 fans. I've heard a little bit about DS9, but not a lot, so I don't know if it's one of the better regarded Star Trek shows or not. It is. It is one of the best written. It is one of the darkest, and ultimately, it's one of the most life affirming. Feel curious about how you could have a favorite episode that you haven't seen. Yeah, that is. I'm not even promising I'm going to answer that question. I think it's more rewarding if you guys work it out. So at least for now, I'm not going to say anything about it because I feel like that's a very obvious question to have when I phrase the show that way. So yeah, I don't know. You figure it out. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to start doing the sound test. And actually, I don't even think I have Paramount Plus up yet. So let me see what I can do about that. Hold on, before I potentially shut my computer off without meaning to. Okay, so there's that. And let me bring up the There we go. Let me bring up the service. We're going to bring up the DS9 of it all. All right, let's see. No, I'm not interested in South Park. You're telling me that I can enter DS9 into the search bar and it will not come up? Paramount Plus, that is some lousy SEO. All right, so we're going to bring up the show, Deep Space Nine. And let's see, this is a 6th season episode. Let me go ahead and get that started. Let me mute the desktop audio. Season 6, and I believe it's episode 19. Yes, In the Pale Moonlight, season 6, episode 19. If you are interested in watching, or if you're interested in watching, that's where you'll find it. You go to the season 6 page, and then it's episode 19. I'm going to go ahead and start it. You hopefully are not going to hear any of the opening show sounds. So, all right, it just started. Sisko is recording a personal log. He's having a hard time doing it. Okay, all right. I've listened to about 20 seconds of it. Hopefully you guys did not hear anything. And we should be good to go. All right. Okay. Okay. CG asks, is DS9 the other show that has Worf in it? Yes, it does. Worf came to Star Trek Deep Space Nine during the start of its 4th season. Sisko specifically requested Worf because they had to deal with some Klingons. They had to deal with the Klingons. Like, just watch that episode. It's really good. Okay. All right, and I think we're good to go. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's just go ahead and yeah, sorry. Brain doesn't want to work right now. It's been a long day and it's late and I'm streaming, so go figure. Okay. All right. So before we get started, if you are interested in hearing the video and the audio from the feature in question, it's not going to happen. This is a watch party and a reaction. It's not an actual reaction video. We will be making reaction video content off of this footage. But in the meantime, if that's not what you're here for, because what you see is what you get, the camera's pointed at me, I will be reacting to what I see on the screen that I am watching. This gives you the opportunity to watch it along with me if you have access to the show. I've got the timer below. I'll throw out a thwip when we're about to get started, and you can see and kind of come in wherever I happen to be on the show. Excuse me. With that said, if this is not what you're here for, then I understand completely. Feel free to click away. I don't want to waste your time, and I certainly don't want the negative comments that some people tend to leave when I do this kind of content. So, you know, whatever. Anyways, we are going to be making reaction videos off of this, and to that end, there will be an introduction. We'll do the viewing. We'll do what I call the post-mortem afterwards, where we react and review what we've seen. And then finally, we'll do an outro, and then we'll be done. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to get started in just a second here. And again, please remember, we are going to be watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the episode entitled In the Pale Moonlight. All right. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and start with the intro, and we are going to do that right now. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Show It, the streaming show where I watch an episode of a show and then show my reaction to it on the channel. Tonight's feature is going to be an episode of the show Star Trek Deep Space Nine. This is going to be the episode 19 from season 6, entitled In the Pale Moonlight. Remember that as Show It serves as both a watch party and a reaction, this can be considered a watch party and reaction to the 6th season episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine entitled In the Pale Moonlight. This is probably my favorite episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and I've never seen it. And it's one of those questions that people are like, wait, whoa, Spidey, Librarian. What do you mean? What do you mean this is your favorite episode and you've never seen it? Well, I've never seen this episode, and I've only maybe watched 1 or 2 clips from it ever. But the premise for this episode, to me, is the premise of the entirety of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. At least it's my interpretation of it, which basically means, like, this episode appears to be about Sisko letting something happen that he knows is wrong, but he lets it happen because he knows that doing it will make for a greater good. It's basically moral ambiguity at its finest and its strongest. And I feel like that's kind of what Deep Space Nine is in relation to the rest of the Trek canon and the Trek franchise. It's kind of known as the black sheep of the family. It is the show that was the very first one that was willing to go there in a lot of ways. And I'm not necessarily talking about showing, you know, difficult situations, because the original series in TNG did that, okay? I'm not talking about just difficult situations. I'm talking about the Federation, the shining beacon of civilization and democracy and all that good stuff. It is not perfect and is not pretty much not the way Gene Roddenberry envisioned it. And I really liked that Deep Space Nine has kind of always been willing to go there. And I feel like making Sisko the kind of central symbol of the Federation and showing how imperfect he is and how by extension the Federation is, it's just one of those things that just the concept of it alone, I was like, that's good. This episode has been well received by pretty much any Trekkie who's watched it. And again, I've read 1 or 2 monologues. I've seen 1 or 2 very short clips from this episode. And I know I'm going to love this episode. Just the concept of this episode makes it my favorite episode, even though I've never seen it. So it is possible So I have a favorite episode that you've never seen, and I'm living proof of that. But anyways, I am actually really excited to finally sit down and watch this episode that I have known about and loved for many, many years. And we're going to do that in just a moment. If you enjoy these reactions, please go ahead and thwip the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, consider sharing this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. Whether you like or dislike this show, let me know what. Actually, hold on. Whether you like or dislike this episode, let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this show. Finally, you can find the full and unedited live stream of these reactions on my YouTube channel. Each show has its own playlist under the category Watch Party, and I will be making a special playlist for Star Trek shows that you can catch this episode on as well. Whichever playlist you go looking for, you can find them on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. All right, and I think we're just about ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and get ready and get started in just a moment. All right. There we are. I've got it queued up. Let me maximize the view screen. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. You guys ready? I have been ready for this one. Okay. All right. Okay, everyone. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 6, Episode 19, In the Pale Moonlight. Oh, hold on. Let me get the timer script out. I haven't done that yet. Okay. All right. I'm going to put a couple of seconds on it. I meant to do more than 1 second. So there we go. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Nope. Stop. That was a false start. Something wrong happened. Don't start. Don't start. Don't start. Don't start. Go back to 0. I clicked on something catastrophically wrong at the wrong time. Okay. Let's try that again. All right. Okay. Here we go. All right. Man, Sisko doesn't even remember what date it is. He's having a time. The computer, what day is it? It's only been, what has he been doing the last 2 weeks? He's been drinking? Okay, so he's basically stating it. He's like, I've got to justify this, at least to myself. Wait, you can't even tell Dax about this, but you're putting it in a log? You know that's not private, right? Right. At this point in the show, the Dominion War was going terribly for the Federation. Man, it took Fridays away from you. That's terrible. Skipper? Oh, dang. Morale is slipping. Yeah. If they've got a non-aggression pact with the Dominion, man, Jadzia is like letting the bitterness just drip off of her. Okay. Well, that sets up the premise of the episode. That's it. I'm bringing the Romulans into the war. That's that is a big goal. That is a huge goal. So, uh, I know that this like score and this intro is probably not everybody's favorite, but I mean, Deep Space Nine was going on when I first started taking interest in Star Trek. And so, like, I remember days after high school when I would come home and I would watch Deep Space Nine. So this intro is very like nostalgic to me. I really like it. Do, 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 do. And then it always ends with the shuttle or the Defiant going into the wormhole to the Gamma Quadrant. So cool. Uh, oh, some some role play, huh? Oh, dang. Terry Farrell does a really good Romulan impression. Hmm. She's good. That's right. He calls her old man. I mean, I would too. Oh, that's right. The Cardassians are allied with the Dominion at this point. A spy. Of the way Garrick just prevaricates and just goes on. Yeah. Ooh, he gets serious. I don't do suicide missions. Oh. He's so cagey. I love it. Oh boy. Oh. Devil's advocate indeed. Oh, he said whatever it takes. I gotta hand it to Andrew Robinson. He does an amazing Cardassian spy. Yep. Your intentions were good, and what is the road to hell paved with? I love that he's telling this entire story as a flashback. Oh boy. Oh god. The Dominion invaded Beta Z? Wow. Dang. Betazoid sounds like Federation Central. Okay. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Garrick is in for a penny, in for a pound. Okay, what do we got? Oh, that, yeah. He is mad at himself. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Like, how are we going to do that? Ooh. Don't worry about how I know that. Wow. Wow. Oh, no. Really? I'm not I'm not sure I agree. Grathon Tolar. Okay. Okay. This guy has just got sketch written all over him. Maybe you could say that. Not quite that suggestive. Uh-oh. He does not want to work with him. His demeanor changed immediately as soon as he said Garrick. Oh no, what happened? Oh, oh, dude, just try. Oh man. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Oh boy. Oh. Wow. Hmm. And Odo is like, hmm. Oh man. This is going all kinds of sideways. Oh boy, what's he gonna do? We looking at a bribe here? What's going on? Hmm. A bribe. I love this. Oh, okay. He's like, all right, fine. Ooh, oh, every man has his price. Damn. From the mouths of quarks. When you agreed to an arrangement with Quark. Man, every god. I don't have the luxury of morality. Yeah. Oh boy. God, I love Garrick. A favor? Biomimetic gel? Oh man. A hard controlled substance. Ooh. Damn it. Okay. What? Half of that, maybe? Uh-oh. 85 liters. Okay. Hey, Squiffid. Damn. Doctor just stood right up to him. Oh. Dang. That is causing some tension between him and his staff. Oh, God. Okay, that must be Guldamar. Yeah, Guldamar. Hmm. Petty bickering and mutual loathing. Wow. Man, they got this together just in time, too. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? Ooh. I am changing the deal. God. The look on his face. Garrick is so good at being threatening while still being subtle. Oh yeah, you think? You were fit to burst right there. Oh. And lie to him. Okay, yeah. He's so slippery. Yeah, Garrick and Worf have got beef. All right, what are we doing? Okay, is that a shuttle pad? We'll see in just a moment here. Yep. A little Romulan shuttle with a cloaking device. He's like, okay, all right, good luck. We'll see just how thick your skin is. There's the two bodyguards, and there's Vreenak. Okay. Senator. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's that acerbic attitude Garrick warned him about. Ali Fal. Here we go. Yikes. He doesn't care. Yeah, of course. Of course he would. He is very skeptical. I get why. Of course. Here you go. Yeah, that must have sucked. Grathan Tolar. Okay, I was right. He is drinking. Okay, that's true. But this is different. He's got a nice voice. He really does. Mm-hmm. Yep. I know this feeling. There he is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we don't get to see the response to that? Come on. Yeah, I'll bet he was. Mhm. Hmm. Interesting. Oh, he looks ill. He looks physically ill right there. He is going to go to Garrick's shop and he is going to beat the crap out of him, isn't he? Yep. Wow. Wait a minute. What? Tolar's dead? Did I miss something? And a dead senator in the other hand? Ooh. Dang. Oh, wow. But, oh, yes. Yes, you did. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. I think I can live with it. He couldn't drink when he said that, though. He's trying to convince himself that he can live with it. He doesn't look very certain about it, though. Wow. Oh. Okay, all right. Let's see. We got about 40 seconds left. We're gonna just let this play out. So, okay, this episode was every bit as good as I knew it was going to be. That oh man. Is it still my favorite episode of the series? It is. It truly is. All right. Let's go ahead and move it back. Actually, I can just go ahead and close that window. Okay, all right. Ooh, God, that was a great episode. Oh, I loved it so much. Okay, let's talk about this one. Okay. All right, time for the postmortem. So, one of the reasons that I knew I was going to love this episode, even though I have only heard about it, read about it, seen very small clips of it. The clips in question are essentially Vreenak saying it's a fake because I'm pretty sure that's been memed. And also of Sisko like raising the glass and basically going like, "This is a good day for the good guys," kind of thing. Um, I have read the monologue that Garrick gives to Sisko near the end, where he's like, "That's why you came to me, because I could do the things that you wouldn't." And just everything that I know about this episode, I was just in love with it. I was like, this is the show to a T in the sense of, you know, they do the thing that you need to do, even if it is the morally questionable thing for the greater good. And that conflicts so much with how, excuse me, and that conflicts so much with how Gene Roddenberry originally envisioned the Federation and Star Trek. And yeah, I don't know, like it was all about like it there were just so many parts of this episode that when I finally saw them, there was still stuff in here that took me by surprise. Oh, you know what? I need to stop the timer real quick. Let me just go ahead and do that. Um yeah, there we go. All right. Okay. So there was one scene that I laughed at that I didn't know this was a thing. It's the scene where Cisco goes and basically offers a bribe to Quark in order to get him to not press charges against Graythan Tolar. I didn't see that coming. I was like, oh, oh. And the fact that Quark basically was like, thank you, Captain. You've restored my faith in the 98th rule of acquisition. I was just like, man, you just made Quark happy. That's not good. Because Cisco tends to like take pride in the fact that he causes someone like Quark, he causes him a bad time. So I don't know. There was a lot about this episode that I knew was coming, but there was still quite a bit that was, because I haven't seen the episode before, that I was just like taken by surprise by, and I was very delighted by all of it. This episode is generally considered to be, at least kind of narratively, one of the turning points in the war between the Federation and the Dominion. Because right now it's the Federation and the Klingons that are allied against the Dominion and the Cardassians. And so this is the point at which the Romulans have decided that they're going to enter the war on the side of the Federation and the Klingons. And I mean, as powerful as the Dominion and the Cardassians were, Federation needed all the help it could get, and they got it from the Romulans, and this is how they got it. So, now the Dominion War does get referenced in season 3 of Picard, and there is definitely a lot of truth to what is said about the Dominion War, simply based on what Worf says about it in that show. But you get a lot of the minutia, a lot of, the posturing, the positioning and everything. You get a lot of that during these later seasons of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And I don't know. It has its own flavor, and I just I don't know what else to say. It's just a really good series. There were so many episodes. There were so many episodes of this show that I just loved, based on how a particular character grew, or the creative, spark between or behind the writing of a particular plot point or situation. That it can be sometimes difficult to point at one episode and go, this one is great for this reason, because a lot of it tends to blur together for me in a lot of good ways. But this one is probably going to be my favorite. This one has been my favorite, even though I hadn't seen it. And after seeing it tonight, I'm not only confident that I made the right call, but yeah, I just don't see any other episode unseating this one as my favorite episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And guys, for a long time, Star Trek Deep Space Nine was my favorite show in the entire Star Trek franchise. Now it's been replaced, and I'm not going to say by which shows, but it's still up there. I feel like it is one of the best written. It has some of the best character arcs for pretty much all of its main characters, including some of its guest stars like Garrick and Gul Dukat. It's dark, but at the end of it, it's also, I feel, one of the more realistic Star Treks that has ever come along. And so it was nice to finally get around to watching In the Pale Moonlight. I enjoyed this episode so much. It's just really good when, like, several different characters can annihilate one character just with words. Quark gets a nice go at Sisko. Garrick just destroys him several times, really. Even Vreenak gets in a good couple of acerbic quips, and makes a couple of really good points to Sisko. This was a fantastic episode. My favorite out of the series, needless to say. Even though this was just my first time watching it tonight, I enjoyed it very much, and hopefully you did as well. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and thwip the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, consider sharing this out with your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. What'd you think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this show. You can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. There is a, wait, nope, that's the wrong one. Each show has its own playlist under the category Watch Party. I will also be making a special Star Trek shows playlist that this show will be a part of. So whichever playlist you go looking for, be sure to look for them on my channel under the category Watch Party. And, right. And finally, channel memberships are now live on the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel. Check out the membership tiers and see which benefits you'd like access to. Perks include shoutouts, members-only live streams, members-only videos, and early access to selected uploaded content, as well as a few other benefits. And that's not even mentioning my custom emotes and badges, which I think look pretty good. Check out the membership tiers and see which perks you'd like today. And I think that's everything. So thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. All right, let me see what you guys were saying. Let's see. Okay. CG says that he hopes that the episode lives up to my big expectations. Oh, it did. It did. And I knew it would. I have way too much experience not only with this, like, the episode in terms of like what I've read about it and what little I've seen about it, but the creators of Deep Space Nine have pretty much never let me down. So I knew this was going to be good. Let's see. CG thinks it's cool that Worf got to be on a second Star Trek show. I definitely think his presence helped the show. It's impressive how many Star Trek shows there are. It seems to have appealed to multiple generations and have multiple groups of popular ensembles. Yes. CG likes how optimistic and heroic Star Trek feels, but morally ambiguous characters do often lead to really interesting stories. Yeah, they're the ones that are going to be the easiest and I would argue most compelling to write for. So, all right, Squiffage showed up. Soon, he says, soon I'll be starting a streamers-only Stardew Valley world, and I would like to invite you on it when it happens next month. Really? Talk to me on Discord. I'm interested. I'm interested. All right, let's see. Oh, Star Trek. Well, may the Force be with you, young Morty. I hope that in the future you shall find Professor X and lead the human race in the war against the Glorbs and lead us to victory. Long live democracy. I recognize a few different fandom mashups there. The human race and the war against the Glorbs. I'm not sure what that is. Is that Starship Troopers? Is that Helldivers? I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, and I think that's everything. So, all right. Yeah, this was a good watch. This was a good watch. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me during this one. I appreciate it very much. I hope you guys are enjoying the Star Trek content that I'm doing, the streams at least. I am still working on that list, and I have gotten the script done. I need to start recording it and hopefully get some footage added to it. But hopefully I'll get that done by the end of the month, and maybe do yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm working on it. I'm trying. I swear to God, I'm trying. So, all right, guys. But at this point in time, I think I'm going to head off. So, I'd normally consider streaming like some Arkham Asylum or something, but I think for now I'm just going to go ahead and call it a night since I have to work in the morning. So, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it very much. Take care. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.